Speaking of Earth Day, it's been a really nice day outside. Mother Nature was definitely celebrating with us, and we finally hit 80s for the first time this season, and it's still a really nice evening outside. If you have any Friday night plans, they should go unscathed thanks to the weather. It is dry across the region, as well as still very mild and pleasant temperature-wise. Marion right now at 65, some of us still in the 70s like Sparta, and Poplar Bluff right now at 68, so not too bad right now for us. So tonight it is going to be fairly pleasant, still a little windy, but really not too bad. Tomorrow, more of the same. We're going to be in the 80s again. Expect less clouds, but even with those conditions, I still had to up the threat tracker because we are tracking some pretty gusty conditions at times. And then Sunday, unfortunately, the rain returns and it might get a little heavy in the evening, so keeping an eye on that. But radar right now is clear across the area. Our next rainmaker is just off to our west. We've got the low pressure, a ridge going down, as well as a warm front. So the warm front is right to our north. It's bringing some rain to our northern friends, but here at home we are dry at least through tomorrow. So looking at tomorrow, it looks a lot like today's forecast where we started off in the 60s. By lunchtime, we made it to the 70s, and in the evening, we have climbed up into the 80s. So tomorrow should be really nice, but you're going to want to keep an eye on possibly some gusty wind conditions depending on what your plans are, especially maybe if you're going for a boat ride, you're going to just hang outside. These might catch you off guard. These are the wind gusts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Some of us, like Sparta, are seeing 37-mile-an-hour gusts. So very windy conditions. You can see maybe these arrows, they're going up to the north, so we are having a southerly flow, so the southerly winds are going to be bringing us these warmer temperatures, but it does mean we're going to have to deal with some pretty windy conditions. This is tomorrow afternoon. We're still kind of dealing with it. Sparta still feeling the windiest conditions at 34, some of us down into the 20s, but that can still cause some issues as well. But at least we'll be dry until Sunday. Sunday is definitely the day to watch. We'll talk about why in just a second. Monday, we do expect some showers as well, but nothing like what we're going to see Sunday night. So the Storm Prediction Center does have us currently in a marginal threat for part of our county, stretching from the north down to the west. So definitely something to keep an eye on for the Carbondale through Poplar Bluff area. So watching this play out, it's going to be associated with this cold front. As the cold front moves to the east, it's going to be bringing some clouds and then some rain. That rain starting maybe around the evening. It looks like it's pushing back just a little bit. Now it's showing rain starting at 5. Earlier it was a little sooner in the day, but the heavy stuff going to come overnight, which is why it's really important. You're going to want to have some way to hear alerts and warnings. We're seeing some strong storms. This is Monday night at 1 a.m. and into the morning. So maybe if you're heading out Monday morning for work, you might get caught in some of the rain. It might not be as heavy as what we're seeing in the middle of the night, but still going to be some rain, unfortunately. So what we're really watching with this, the big thing is flooding. We're going to get a lot of rain in a really short amount of time. We can't rule out a possibility of maybe a tornado or two, some strong winds, but flooding is really the big thing that we're watching. So as always, download the Storm Track 3 app so you never would miss any watches or warnings that may be issued. But let's take a look at our 7 days. So tomorrow does look to be pretty nice. We are reaching the 80s. It's going to be very similar to today, just a little bit windier. That rain chance returning on Sunday, possibly severe overnight, keeping an eye on that. But for most of the week, it doesn't look too bad. We're in the 60s, back up to the 70s, and next weekend looks pretty good as well.
Yeah, it does. Look at that. Saturday, 72. I'll take it.
Yep, as long as we're dry, I'm happy.
All right.